In a recent video, I played you one side of this 7-inch 33 1/3 RPM record entitled Getting Acquainted with Sears. This is from 1965, and like I mentioned in the last video, these records were handed out to new Sears employees as part of their training. And in this video, I'm going to play for you side 2, which is entitled An Introduction to Your Job in the Sales Supporting Departments. This is the good part. I saved the best part for last. Let's give this a listen and see what you think.
Since your job is in one of Sears' sales supporting departments, you may never have thought about it quite this way before, but you're on the Sears sales team. The chairman of the board, the telephone operator, the store manager, the man who services a customer's TV set, everybody sells at Sears. You are just as important to the sale as the person who fills out the order. Why? Well, let me explain. Sears exists solely for the customer. As far as your store is concerned, and as far as you're concerned, the customer is the most important person in the world. The customer writes your paycheck, so in a sense, he's your employer. As with any employer, you want to please him and assure yourself that he'll keep on writing that paycheck. To do this, give special attention to these 5 vital areas: attitude, courtesy, appearance, knowledge, and performance. Attitude is first because your attitude will determine the manner in which you handle every other aspect of your job. You exhibit that attitude every moment, the expression on your face, in the way you move about, the tone of voice you use in talking with customers and fellow employees, in the way you dress, and in the way you conduct yourself in everything you do. So keep your attitude good all the time. If you're busy when a customer interrupts to ask you a question, pause for a moment and give him a courteous, friendly reply. In fact, answering that question is more important than anything else you could be doing. The entire purpose of your work is to better serve the customer. The next point to keep in mind is your appearance. Make certain that you're dressed in accordance with store regulations and that you're neat and clean. Always keep your appearance above average. Know your department's basic training handbooks and know them by heart. For example, if you're assigned to the automotive center, know what your handbook says about safety precautions. In this line of work, as in the warehouse or on the shipping and receiving dock, safety precautions prohibit the use of any tool or piece of equipment that's not in good condition. If you're in the customer service department and a part of your work includes making adjustments, your training handbook will point out that an adjustment made courteously, quickly, and completely will do more to sell Sears than all the newspaper, television, and radio advertising could ever do. Always think from the customer's point of view. Sears' policy regarding adjustments is satisfaction guaranteed or your money back. The great majority of people are honest and expect to be treated fairly. Sears treats them just that way, and so should you. This is the way to build up the most valuable asset anyone can have in this business: customer goodwill. This is all a part of the knowledge we talked about, knowing your job and how best to handle that job. You're important to the operation of your department and to the total operation of your store. To be effective, you must learn everything you can about this work. If something comes up that's confusing or that stumps you for an answer, check with your supervisor. Form the habit of doing more than just what's expected of you. Be a pace setter in your department, and always follow through on everything you do. Never leave loose ends. They have a way of tripping you up later. And if you're involved in actual customer contact, put each customer at ease immediately and leave him with a friendly feeling toward you and your store. Let's say you work in the credit sales department, and that a part of your job is to interview customers who want to open new accounts. Some of the people you'll interview may feel self-conscious or ill at ease, and that's a great opportunity to help get Sears off on the right foot. Greet the customer warmly and make him feel at home. Your good attitude, remember, is vital. It should be one that says, "We're delighted that you've chosen Sears to carry your credit account, and we'll do everything possible to please you." Let the customer know you're glad he brought his business to Sears. That's the performance we talked about, and it's the kind of performance that's made Sears and its people great and successful. In summing up, let me emphasize these 5 points. 1. Everybody sells at Sears. The customer is the reason for your being here, and it's the customer who pays your wages. Look at everything you do from the customer's point of view. 2, courtesy. Unfailing courtesy toward everyone with whom you come in contact, whether it's a customer or another employee. 3, make sure your appearance and your personal grooming is right for your job, and be clean so that you don't offend in any way. 4, know your job. Know it inside and out. Become an expert at it. Don't wait for someone to furnish you the information you need to become outstanding in this work. Go after it yourself. Study your basic training handbooks, and if something comes up that you don't understand, ask your supervisor. And 5, be a pace setter in your department. Do everything that's expected of you, and then that little extra that's worth all the rest. Nothing average is good enough for Sears, so become above average in everything you do. You'll enjoy it just that much more. You are Sears. You're a part of the sales team, and everybody sells at Sears. That's why this is a winning team.
Boy, things have sure changed a lot since the mid-1960s, haven't they? And oftentimes not for the better. Okay, there you go. Part 2 of the video demonstrating this Sears training record for new employees. Hope you enjoyed it. More stuff to come later.